Hello, October Panic Attack YouTube 2013. Hi, guys. I want to talk to you about Pennhurst Asylum 2013. Yes, here it is. It is very early in the morning. Went last night with my wife on a beautiful fall Sunday night, so my voice is a little bit deeper and everything is a little bit hazy right now. But I thought it would be best to do it the morning after, okay, for a variety of reasons. But anyway, wanted to give you a couple things to start off with about this place. You know, I've done reviews now. This is my third review, my third year, and I wanted to give you a couple little things. A dead baby fetus in my face, poop smashed into my face, live animals in my face, being picked up, my body being picked up, my body being pushed, my body being grabbed, my body being manhandled, my hair going in actors' mouths as they bit on it, slimy substances on my skin, actors sneezing in my face, blood from intestines in my face, water sprayed all over my body, pokers near my face that spark mysteriously, actors coming from every direction, all at different times, everywhere you turn. You know, these actors at Pennhurst Asylum are in character all the time, no matter where they are. Here's a couple that I remember that really impacted me on this night, although they were all amazing. A woman with a bedpan and a doctor by her side, and a bedpan filled with grass. A doctor baby deliverer. You know who you are. A man with a white bandages on his face, one of the most violent actors I've ever encountered. This is the man that picked myself up and my wife up at another time and dragged us into separate rooms. Yeah, dragged us into separate rooms, picked us up and dragged us into separate rooms. The guy with the mohawk in the catacombs of the tunnel. The nurse outside who looked like she was from American Horror Story that followed us everywhere and laughed. Yeah, she followed us everywhere and she was awesome. She followed us into attractions and then always wound up wherever we were mysteriously throughout the night. The short red-haired girl who was outside kind of limping around making the most inhuman noises I've ever heard. I don't even know what she was saying or doing. Yeah, completely crazy. A clown with a baseball bat. They were everywhere and they were completely effective. In a lot of attractions, when the actors are outside of the attraction, they're not in character, you know, kind of leading you around. Not at this place. They have more event staff at this place than I've ever seen. The event staff with the event staff t-shirts on, they're the people leading you around. The actors have the opportunity then to be actors and to be crazy at that. So everywhere you go, they're there. So if you see them outside, they'll touch you outside. If you see them inside, they'll touch you inside. Pennhurst Asylum has actors that touch you, grab you, pick you up, push you, pull you, move you. If you don't like to be touched, this is definitely not the place for you. I know 2 nights ago I said that Eastern State Penitentiary's Terror Behind the Walls this year. I was more grabbed and manhandled than I've ever been. This place now takes the cake for being the most touched that I've ever been in a haunted attraction before in my life. I mean, I'm like losing it this weekend. I can barely walk. I mean, I feel like I've been beat up. We saw props at this place, some props that I've never seen before. Really creepy, really weird, really gory, really well placed. And they used the props in this place in a way to distract you from the live actors. Very, very effective. Very effective. Very creepy. The props were not corny. They were weird and you wanted to stare at them for a long period of time and thus become distracted by the live actors in the room. You know, we went on a Thursday night. You want to make sure that for this place, you go on a Thursday night or a Sunday night as soon as they open. Get there as soon as they open. This place has the longest lines And I'm not joking around. If you go on a Friday or Saturday night, you're gonna be in line for like 4 to 5 hours, and you're not gonna enjoy the experience. And then you're gonna say later, I didn't like Pennhurst. Go on a Thursday or a Sunday night, and if you have to go on a Friday or Saturday, get there 1 hour before the doors open. Hear me out on this, okay? And remember that if you go on a Thursday or a Sunday night, you'll get a $5 off. You can get a $5 off coupon on the website or on the 13 Haunts site. So Thursdays and Sundays are the only times you can get $5 off. I recommend that you go to Pennhurst Asylum with just one other person. I know that everybody likes to go with all their friends and everything, but pick this one attraction just to go with one other person. I recommend that highly. I went with just one person last night, and I am still shaken up by this experience, especially since at one point one of the actors with the bandage yanked my wife out of the room, picked her up, and threw her into another room, and I was by myself in a haunted attraction going through a variety of rooms for the first time in my entire life. It was terrifying. Now, it's one of the most expensive prices around. You know this. On the website it says it's $40 for the combo ticket. When you get there, you'll realize it's actually $42 for the combo ticket and $16, not $15, for each attraction individually. That's because they don't add in the tax on the website, so be prepared for that. With the tax, it's $42, and it's $5 off Thursday and Sunday, okay, if you get that coupon from their website. Now, they have the attractions, you know the attractions, the Dungeon of Lost Souls, Tunnel Terror, Pennhurst Asylum, and the Ghost Hunt. They haven't added any new attractions, but they've definitely made changes, even small changes, subtle changes, throughout all of the attractions, and I noticed that. Okay, this place has a lot of repeat value. Plus, because it's so scary, you're going to get scared regardless of whether or not they changed anything. But this place had a lot of subtle changes throughout it. They changed some things throughout all of the attractions, from what I saw. Minus Ghost Hunt. Ghost Hunt's not really an attraction per se. You know what I mean? They have fire-breathing entertainment from a great guy who was there last year. This guy will be in front before Pennhurst Asylum. He'll be doing great things, getting you involved in the fire, putting the fire on his head, putting the fire on his body, carrying the fire out of his mouth. He's great. So great entertainment. And then when he's not there, don't forget that you're getting the entertainment of having actors patrolling the entire premises of Pennhurst Asylum and sucking on your hair, pushing you, grabbing you, pulling you, screaming in your face. Some of the most insane actors outside of the attractions I've ever seen, hands down. They changed the order of the attractions this year, which was really, really awesome. Typically, they wanted you to end on the Tunnel Terror. This year, they want you to end on the Ghost Hunt, which I recommend highly. I know in previous years I said, that was a great order. This is a great order. You get the 3 hardcore attractions first, and you end off with just a creepy, atmospheric building with no actors walking around. And we didn't even get a flashlight this year. and there were like people kind of standing around everywhere at the Ghost Hunt this year, like workers who actually freaked us out just by standing there. This is an extremely they have a sign when you walk in. This is a high intensity attraction. Take that very, very seriously at Pennhurst. This is an extremely high intensity attraction. This is very high on the scale of terror, of fear, of kind of haunt manipulation, high on the scale. This is very, very high. This is not for wussies. This is not for the casual haunted attraction goer who likes just to go once a year and have a good time. This is not for you, unless you're feeling, pretty brave. I'm still messed up by this attraction. As a matter of fact, I will tell you, I had anxiety going to sleep last night from this place. I was more scared last night than I've been in a long time. I actually had a hard time continuing to go into each new attraction because I was so shaken up from the one before. Yeah, I'm not joking around with you. There's lots of fog in this place. There's heat. There are disturbing situations. And there's a lot of touching and grabbing. This was the first year they had auditions. Okay, this is actually the first year they had auditions, and it completely shows because every single actor was perfect. Perfect. There wasn't one that was like, nope. I was terrified, like I said, and almost could not go on at all. My chest actually hurt. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. It was just anxiety, of course. Every attraction is great. The ghost hunt really isn't an attraction per se. You know what I mean? It's it's more kind of a thing you just walk through an abandoned part of the building. If you're into ghost hunting or if you're just into atmosphere, you can walk around in there and get freaked out by real things. Real leftovers from Pennhurst. As you know, the tunnel was my favorite in 2011. It was a nightmare hell for me. But this year was definitely my second favorite, right up there. This year, claustrophobic, diverse, never-ending, and I definitely had pretty much almost a full-blown panic attack in the tunnel this year. In the catacombs section. There's a safari. What? There's catacombs. There's the actual tunnel that you're seeing. Actors, fog, strobe lights, props. This place is crazy. And I think the tunnel this year is better than the tunnel last year. It scared me more this year. They definitely added some nuances in there this year. And the catacombs in the tunnel this year by far were the most claustrophobic they've ever been. High mohawk actor guy in the catacombs who jumped up from the floor. Remember that the drive into this place off a church road is probably the scariest entrance to a haunted house you've ever seen. And remember to use the church road entrance because you can't leave through that way. You'll see what I mean. This place really rocked me this year, more than 2012. I still feel physically and mentally beat up, like really beat up. There were no dull moments. Take heed, this place is not for people who have asthma, people who have epilepsy, photosensitivity, people who are claustrophobic. I'm very claustrophobic, and I almost had to leave the tunnel during the catacomb section. I almost full-blown lost my mind, and there was no exit sign. You couldn't even see an exit sign, because of the section you were in. There could have been one, but I'm going to leave you with this. There was a guy who worked there who told me that a gentleman went through Pennhurst a couple nights ago with a pacemaker. He got through all the attractions, but by the time he finished the tunnel, he was going to the hospital. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to the people who we met at the ghost hunt from New York, Staten Island. People who watched the reviews on October Panic Attack YouTube page. Hi guys, you guys were awesome. It was so great talking to you. You were just really, really awesome people, and it was great to say hi and to get to know where you guys are from and everything. So if you ever see me at a haunt, let's talk. Let's have a good time, and I'd love to hear your adventures for the season. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this and for taking the journey with me. Feel free to check out the commercials we've done for local haunted attractions through my film company, Apartment 1014 Films. They're all over the YouTube site. And continue the Halloween magic, even at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, on your way to work. Continue the Halloween magic, guys. This is what it's all about. Although last night, I got to tell you, I questioned myself paying to be completely physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained. That's how you know that's what Halloween is all about. I need Valium. Yeah, I need some Valium.